Alright, what is up guys? We're going to be making some rear canards or spats for the Q50. I already made some canards for the 370Z and I have some extra material already laying around. I've been wanting to buy some rear canards or spats for the Q50, but the ones that I'm looking at are like 150, I believe. I'll leave a picture of the ones that I actually wanted for the Q50. Since I had some extra material laying around, I thought I'd go ahead and make some. This is the material that I had left, so I can't make it how I wanted it to originally look. I wanted to have like this type of layout where it goes all the way up and then it's going to curve to the back of the bumper, but because I don't have enough material, it's too short. I had already cut the ABS plastic, so I kind of have to stick with this size because I have two of the same length. I wanted to have a little bit of space, so this is where it's going to be bolting up. This is toothpaste. I use this to kind of mark where my hole is going to be at. I kind of want it to bend somewhere around this area, so it has about this much of a gap of it sticking out and then going up. I'll show you guys right now how it's going to look once it's mounted up and everything, but I decided to do a little bit of a DIY on this one just in case I like it. That way I don't spend like $100 on some canards or some rear spats. I can just use these, since these will look pretty decent, I guess. So we'll see how it comes out. Right now what I'm using is, I use my Dremel 200 series, which is this one here, in order to be able to make my holes. And I'm also going to be using this as well to like smoothing it down, because if you guys can see, it's not smooth. I made some canards for the 370Z as well. Those came out really good. I'll be posting that video as well soon, that way you guys can see how those came out. Now let's go over. So it's going to be like this. I have to mount it up and then I'm going to be bending it. I was finally able to get this to bend. It took a while, most likely because I'm outside and it's kind of cold out. So this is the type of bend I was looking for, a straight angle. As you guys can see, it's not perfect. Like, I still need to fix it. I feel like the fin is way too big. It's bigger than kind of like this one right here in the front. I'm going to be kind of shaving it down a little bit to kind of make it look even and flow with the car. I don't want it to be too big. I think it might be even bigger than the fin right there in the rear. Yeah, so you guys can see it's a little bit bigger, so I have to shave it down quite a bit to make it flow with the car. So we're going to be doing a little bit of shaving with this, making it look perfect. I kind of want to give it like a little bit of angle. I feel like it curves a little bit too much, so I'll probably straighten this upper part. I'll make it look straight and then I'll make it curve down a little bit. So let's go ahead and continue. I'll mock it up a little bit to see how it looks and how I want it to stay, because I feel like it's going to be way too big to go with the car. So it's going to look kind of like that. Alright, so here I have my shape. This is how I kind of wanted it to look. How I had it before was a little bit too big. It kind of looked way too off. I had to cut off this much. So if you look at it, you can tell that that's pretty big compared to how it is now. But now it's a lot smaller. And it kind of goes up. It kind of has like a slant to it. So this looked a lot better. That was way too big. So now we're going to mock it up to see how it looks. And then I have to buy a few bolts. I'm going to be using locking nuts. That way it doesn't fall off or it gets loose over time. Usually using locking nuts helps it stay on so it doesn't come off in the future. I also measured them out evenly. So I just put them together to measure it out to make sure it's the same. So as you guys can see, they're even. They both look the same. Just on opposite sides. So now let's go ahead and mock it up. Alright, so this is how it's looking so far. I'm going to have it stick out about that much. So it can kind of flow with the front and the rear. So I think this looks a lot better. Alright guys, so here's the final result of how it came out. It looks okay. I would still rather have the other ones, and I wish it would have been a little bit longer, like maybe up to this point right here, cutting off right there and then curving in. That's how I initially wanted it to look like. I possibly still will pick up the other ones in the future, but they are kind of expensive. They're like $100, and it's not really like a necessity for the car. It's just like more aesthetic. So I'd rather get something else and save up for like a carbon fiber hood. But it looks pretty sick. I could also do like an overlay on it, do carbon fiber just to match the carbon on that one over there. So you can see it's carbon fiber right here. This thing is sturdy, so it's not coming off. It doesn't bend in to hit the bumper. If it was really flimsy, it would most likely hit the bumper and make noise, but it's really sturdy. It's not going to be coming off or bending or anything. It's mounted on 3 points right there. So it's mounted 3 times, one here, one in the middle, and then one at the end, just to support it well. I did have somebody comment in one of my videos that the fin or the side skirts were backwards, but I don't see how that's possible. I think maybe they were looking at it at a certain angle and they didn't see the fin right here at the end, but it does have a fin over here, and then over there it kind of sticks out. So I can see how they would think that that would go on the end if they didn't see the fin, but it does have a fin, so it does actually go this way, and it's the same on both sides. So just to give you guys a little bit of information on the side skirts, they are on correctly. It really completes the full look of the car, because now we have the fin right here, and then it goes down to another one and then kind of fades away. That's what I was kind of looking for. I think it looks really sick. It looks a little bit better. It doesn't make a huge difference, but it's something that you'll notice when looking at a car if it has like a full kit on it. Alright guys, so that is going to conclude the video. Hope you guys really enjoyed it. It's a super easy DIY, and something that you can do to be able to complete the kit on your car. Just in case you're in my type of situation where I have just the front, the side skirts, and now I need the rear, I kind of made my own in order to complete the look. I would still like to buy the carbon fiber ones. That's probably something that I'll do in the future, but I think this will do for now, just because I was looking for something that wasn't too expensive, because I know it's like $100 and something just to be able to purchase that rear part. So this does complete the job, making the full kit look complete. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.